Hi there. So this video tutorial is going to show you how to set up the home tabs for the Adore Me theme. The home tabs is this section right here that has the featured, popular, and latest tabs. So the featured tabs, for the post under featured, you get to pick and choose which post you want to set here. The popular post or the popular tab, this will automatically post 4 of the posts that your visitors click on the most. And the latest tab will show the 4 latest blog posts you have created. So to get started, you'll first want to log into your WordPress dashboard. I've created a test site to show you as an example. After you log into your WordPress dashboard, will need to install 2 plugins. Oh, and I am following the featured, popular, and latest post tab, the tutorial that you will receive after you've purchased this theme. If you didn't, it came in the PDF file, the setup guide that you receive. So I will be following along with this tutorial and you can do the same. So the first thing we'll do is install 2 plugins that the tutorial says we'll need to install, the Flexible Post Widget and the WordPress Popular Post. So I'm going to click on Plugins, click on Add New, and then in the search box we're going to type in Flexible Post Widget. Once you do that, it also pulls up the WordPress popular post we need as well. So click on Install Now for both of those. Once it's installed, we can click on Activate, but it will only let us click on one of these for Activate. So once we go back to the plugin page, we can activate the WordPress popular post from there. So here's the plugin page. We're going to click on Activate for the WordPress popular post. So the next thing the tutorial says we need to do is set up our featured post. So you remember how I said you would be able to pick and choose which post. So how that works is we use categories, and we give your post the category called featured. So I already have a few posts set up, but I'm going to show you how to set this up with the first post. So on the right side is where your category section is. If you don't already have the category set for featured, what you'll do is you'll click on Add New Category, type in Featured, and then click Add New Category again at the bottom, and that will put Featured in this area up top. So then just make sure that it has a check mark in its box. So once that is done, the second thing you need to have is a featured image. So the theme for those tabs will pull the image from this area here. It will not pull an image that you've included inside of your post. So be sure that you have a featured image set here. If for some reason, whenever you've set this up and you have an image that's missing, you didn't set a featured image, one of these sections areas will be blank. So you may have 3 or 2 images show up and 2 or 1 of them might be missing. So those that are missing, that means a featured image hasn't been set for that post. So I'm going to choose this image as an example and click Set Featured Image. And then from here I'm going to click Update. And then I'm going to go back to my post. So we should now have 4 posts that have the category featured set. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. So the next thing we need to do is set up that widget. So we're going to go to Appearance and then click on Widgets. And then we need to click on Flexible Post Widget, which is right here, and choose Home Featured. Click Add Widget, and this widget shows up on the right side under Home Featured. So now we're on the tutorial, let's see, right here where it talks about adding the Flexible Post Widget to Home Featured. So we need to make sure Post is checked. We need to change the number of posts to show to 4. We need to change Order Post By will be menu order. And then order needs to be ascending. We're going to choose Display Thumbnails. That's where it pulls the picture. And we're going to choose Vertical Entry Image. That's the image size that's shown on the demo site. And the template file name, we're going to choose Home Tabs. Click Save. And then there's one more step. We need to click on taxonomy and term and choose categories from the drop down. And here's where we can choose featured. So this is telling this widget to pull the images that are given the category featured. Click save. We should be able to go to our site. I'm going to refresh the page and we should see the 4 posts now under featured. Okay, so here's the 4 posts I have set for featured. And you can see popular and latest have not been set yet. So let's work on popular next. So let me close this tab, click done. Now we'll need the WordPress popular post. So I'm going to click on WordPress popular post and click on home popular. Click add widget and it shows up on the right side. So now I am following the tutorial section, that's step 3, the popular post. So from here we need to change post to 4. Change time range, instead of the last 24 hours we want all time. Be sure this says post and that the category is checked in this box. We also need to choose display post thumbnail, uncheck display view, and put a checkbox into HTML markup settings. Now these 2 areas, there are extra settings, but they will not show until we click save first. So I'm going to click save. So now those extra settings show up. We're going to choose use predefined size, and again we're going to choose the vertical entry image so all of our images are the same size. And this HTML markup setting, you'll need to grab the HTML markup that is in the tutorial. So I'm going to scroll down and it's right here. I'm going to copy this code here. I'm going to delete the code that's in this box and paste the code we copied from the tutorial. Click save, then done. If we refresh our page, the popular tab should work now. Oh, okay. So one thing I did want to mention is that the popular widget will not work until you click on a few of your posts first. Because since it's the popular post widget, it's only going to show posts that you have, you or your visitors have clicked on the most. So I'm just going to click on a few of these posts. Give me 1 second. There is no workaround with this, so just give me 1 second and we should have it working in just a minute. Okay, let me see if it's working now. Okay, if I click on popular, nope, still nothing yet. Give me 1 second. So I promise you this does work. It just takes a little bit of a workaround. Okay, let me see if that works now. There's featured. There's popular. Okay, so now our popular post showed up because I clicked on a few different posts a few times and they show up. So the next step we need to click on, or we need to work on, is the latest. So now we're going to be starting around right here, step 4, latest posts. We'll be following this tutorial next. So it's going to use, we're going to go back to widgets. It's using the same flexible post widget. So I'm going to click on flexible post and choose home latest this time. Click add widget. So this one is pretty simple to set up. It just needs to say post needs to be checked. Number of posts to show is 4. Publish date is set at publish date. And the order is descending. We need to display the thumbnail, so we need to choose a vertical entry image again. Choose home tabs. Click save. Now it should show the 4 latest posts that we've created. I'm going to refresh the page. Click on latest. So those are the 4 latest posts that have been created. There's the popular post and the featured post. And you're all set.